this a bit dangerous?
Nah, nobody comes round here this time in the morning.
I didn't mean getting caught. I meant...
Come on.
Hurry up.
Mum, have you washed my games kit?
Did you put it to wash?
Dunno.
And you reckon you're fit enough for games?
You're not falling for it. He hasn't done his maths homework, that's all.
I have. Worm brain. Mum, I feel rotten.
Why didn't they give us a chalet with proper heating? Ah, just the man.
Why, sum it up.
We're out of gas now.
You must have used it all up when you were overheating. Wrong response.
I don't care when we used it. I want it replaced now.
Well, there's a bit of a problem, you see. We're out of stock and I'm not really...
Death wish.
Roy, it is Roy, isn't it? Now, either you get another gas canister here within the hour, or my entire family is coming to live in your office. Can you get this sorted? Or do you want me to burn parts of your body for warmth?
Well, it's just that no one's in office this morning and I don't know how to use a computer, so... Have no fear, Amish boy. I can save you.
He means he can check on the computer.
Yeah, well, I'm not really sure Hell on Wheels would like that.
If you're talking about Mr. Tate, I don't care what he likes or doesn't like, just as long as I get my gas.
Kelly left for the tea rooms yet?
Not yet, and no, she hasn't got time to do the other paper round before she does.
Did I even suggest it?
Don't take all morning. I can't run this place single-handed.
Look, I'll keep an eye on things for a minute. Go and put the kettle on. Make yourself a nice cup of tea.
Here's the biggest paper boy in the world. The one we had got to.
Oh, sorry, Eric. Kids today, they want 10 quid a week and a pension plan before they do a paper round.
Yep.
There you are. Oh, sorry, it's got a bit wet. A lot of rain out there.
You can forget your Christmas tip then, can't you, Sonny?
In, Peg. You know there's a photographer sat outside the gates. Oh, I really don't believe those people.
I'll be with that damned Helen Ackroyd. She's been digging and snooping around anybody who's got a bad word to say for us.
I thought you said she couldn't publish anything till after Mr. Tate's trial.
I don't care if she publishes anything or not. Getting really irritated by her. Talking of irritated, can't you shut that damn baby up?
He's teething.
He's annoying the hell out of me.
I'm doing what I can.
Well, do better. I've got this estate to run single-handed. I can't do that if I can't get 2 seconds peace.
Sorry, I've had enough.
Hey, take it easy.
Anybody would think all this is being done to inconvenience you. You seem to forget that James's mother is dead. His father's in prison. I'm the only one he's got left. And if I wasn't, I would leave now.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Sophie. Sophie.
Nobody seems to care about poor Kim. She's been forgotten in all of this. I know everybody hated her,
Yeah, but nobody wanted her dead.
Well, somebody did. She really loved James, you know. Whatever anybody else
Yeah,
says.
Sophie, we need you. James needs you. I know how much Kim thought of you.
But your brother just...
Yeah, he's a pain. He always has been. It's just making the most of being the centre of attention, that's all. Ignore him.
Easier said than done.
Look, I think we better get back to James. He's still upset. And Chris might have flipped his lid for good this time.
Okay.
Now, if aught happens to our Mandy, it'll be sweetbreads we're flogging tomorrow. Yours.
Sweetbreads? What are sweetbreads?
Bits you'd find it hard to do without.
What, like brains and that?
No, Butch. Not like brains.
Don't you worry, Uncle Zach. I've come up with a master plan.
Now, why doesn't that fill me with confidence?
Isn't that bloke from this morning?
The guy drove into the...
Yeah.
How did he find us?
Who cares, Marlon? Come on.
Hey! Hey, you two! Them lads,
Who are they? Dunno. Oh, yeah, they're from that temple thingy in Otton.
They're a breakaway sect.
Yeah, more like Hell's Angels. We're seeing her here.
C of E.
Aye. Yeah. So, well, what coming in for you, brother?
It's Mrs. Clegg I've come to see. Police said she'd be here.
Oh, I don't know anyone of that name.
Me, Zach.
Oh, aye.
Mr. Jackson's my landlord.
Was your landlord. The farm you and your husband lease from me seems to have gone up in smoke, courtesy of a pigmuck-powered rocket.
Could happen to anyone.
And your husband seems to have disappeared.
Yeah, well, he could have perished. In the explosion?
The police said there were no fatalities, sadly.
Sorry, we can't help you.
Oh, yes, you can. You see, I'm going to sue your husband and yourself for the full value of the farm. Now, I'd say, £250,000. It's just as a round figure.
Table for one?
About last night.
You know, I looked in the mirror afterwards, and surprisingly, I didn't see either desperate or pushover tattooed on my forehead.
No. But I saw first-rate Burke tattooed on mine. Look, I got you these.
Oh, but you shouldn't have bothered. Thanks.
Hi. What are you doing here?
I asked your dad to bring some flowers over for the tea rooms.
You could have got a better bunch than those, Dad. What's he like, eh?
Well, you sound chirpy today.
Yeah. Tom's been back tonight.
Thanks for that.
What are friends for, eh?
I don't see why we have to do this.
So your burger bar gets their burger bar business. Plus, we found you a better site. Eh? Trust me.
Yeah. Well, if I can't, Marlon, then tomorrow's dingle burgers will be made from real dingle.
Why didn't you bring James? Is he ill?
He's fine. But you don't look too good.
I'm okay. Food's edible and I'm eating. I need to keep myself fighting fit. Don't worry about me.
Surely your solicitor can get you somewhere better than this.
You can't go private.
I meant an open prison. Where they put, you know, professionals.
The estate? Everything okay?
Of course. There's no problems.
Start of the season, the holiday village.
I do know that.
Sophie coping all right with James?
He's teething.
That's one stage of his development you won't be sorry to miss.
Dad, I thought when this was all over that we could go away, all of us. Australia, they say it's wonderful.
Yeah, why not?
Look, I need to talk to Hugh Oates about the quarry. He's getting very restless.
He ought to be in here. Chris, would you leave me and Zoe alone for a minute?
Sorry?
I need to talk about James, Sophie. Things she can deal with.
Dad. Hello? Didn't see you come in.
Oh, you were busy.
Now then, the tea. What do you think you're doing?
We needed it at home. Eric said it was all right.
It's a catering pack, is that? It'd last you two till the millennium.
Oh, but Eric pays for all this, doesn't he?
I don't believe this. We're meant to be partners. He needn't think he's going to rip me off like this.
You're the only one I can trust.
Yeah, but Chris will never accept it.
I've thought about it long and hard. In this place, there's not much else you can do.
I don't know.
Please, Zoe. Here. That covers everything.
We need a password. 6 letters. Ah, well, you've had it then, haven't you?
Has he got any kids? They always use kids' names.
Joseph. Ah, lucky guess.
Well, if it's not kids' names, it's birth dates. You know, 240277, that kind of thing.
All right, stop showing off. Just find the file.
Already there, Amish boy?
Why'd you keep on calling me that?
You tell him, Chaz. I'm placing an order.
The Amish in the States live primitive lives, no electric, that kind of thing.
Do you think 1,000 will be enough?
Gas canisters? Yeah, should get us to the summer.
Hey, we only have 100 for all winter up here.
Oh, yeah, but it clearly isn't enough, is it?
All right, let's just get a move on.
Before we find out where the murder runs in the family. Are you doing anything tonight?
I don't think so.
Do you fancy coming round to our place? Mum's out.
All right, sounds good to me.
What's going on?
Nothing, little bro, nothing.
Well, Kathy might be too nice to say out, but
But, whatever it is, you're not.
we can't run a tea room without stock.
Betty, Kathy and I assign delivery notes practically every day. We're as well stocked as ever.
Not while you let your girlfriend help herself, we're not.
What are you talking about?
Dee?
I'm sorry, Eric. I made a mistake.
It was my fault, a complete misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? She's been taking things, this girlfriend, stealing.
Thank you, Betty. I said she could have some things.
But why? Why did you need to take anything in the first place?
Because I said so. She asked me. She didn't want to trouble you.
I couldn't tell you. You might have sent me away.
Look, let's sit down with a pot of tea. Betty, would you mind?
Come on.
Dee, I think Eric has a right to know.
It's for my family, at home. The things you have here, the tea, the coffee, the foods. I have a case. When it was full, I was going to send it home. But of course, I have done wrong. I will bring it back.
There's no need.
I can keep it.
This time? Please let me fill it with stuff from the cash and carrier. Cost me a fortune otherwise.
I haven't got a quarter of boiled ham. Never mind £250,000. If I had me rocket, it'd be up in space now.
Sick of hearing about that pigging rocket.
Don't you have a dream, Zach? Something to make your life worth living? Explain why you were put on this earth.
No.
The famous I don't have a dream speech. I think Martin Luther King topped you.
Of course, Zach Dreams is a man of vision.
I've got a vision of what that landlord might do to you if you don't pay up.
You think it'd be painful?
You've got a choice, Barry. Either he kills you, or I do. Build a rocket to get yourself out of that one.
Huey! Oh. Fancy a burger, Marlon? I really do, but I can't get to this burger bar. I'll have to try Mandy's Lunchbox up the road.
Oh, you mean the same as everybody else's?
Is this down to you, is it then, Ginger Nut?
No, lads, would we do something like this to you just because you pushed our Mandy's burger joint into a ditch?
I'm off to make myself look beautiful. Tom will be here in an hour.
Oh, he will he?
Yeah, I've got to get my bedroom cleaned up before he arrives. See ya.
If Vic Windsor puts up with that sort of thing, he's a lot softer than I thought he was. Still, I don't suppose I should be saying things like this to you, seeing as you're such a good friend of his. I see he hasn't sent her packing yet, then.
What I don't understand is how you could tell Kathy and not me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell Kathy. She caught me taking some tea.
Oh, super. What must she think of us?
Oh, she's very kind. She tried to protect me. She could have been horrible about it.
Dee, one thing you have to learn. Here, we keep our problems to ourselves. We do not let anybody else know our business, especially Betty.
I'm very embarrassed.
Well, don't be. It's over now. So things are a little difficult for your family.
Ever since my father died, I had to do everything for my brothers and sisters after that.
But you're here now. They have to look after themselves.
Here I'm able to help more than I could at home.
I just wish you'd told me.
I was frightened. You're an important man. You don't want a peasant for a wife.
Now is time for a fresh start, Dee. Here you can be whatever you want. Nobody cares about your past, especially me.
Do you feel better now? No, not really. I don't know if I'll ever get the smell of that place off me. And I was only visiting.
Is it that bad?
The door's clanging shut behind you. And the body search. You wouldn't believe the smell in that place. It's like the smell of despair. I want my dad out of there. Thanks. I can't say any of this to Chris. Look, Sophie, I've had a long talk with Dad about you, and if you're prepared to help us, we would like you to stay.
Of course I will.
I need you to look after James for, well, as long as possible. And even when Dad gets out, there'll still be a job for you here.
Thanks. But what if Christopher doesn't agree with you?
That won't be a problem.
Nice trip?
Fine, thanks. Yeah.
Do you want to come put your bag in my room?
No, that won't be necessary. You don't mind keep it on the sofa, do you?
Your gas won't last much longer turned up like this, you know.
Who cares? There'll be 1,000 backups tomorrow. Do you fancy a game of cards?
All right, then. What have you got in mind? Strip poker?
Sounds good to me. Will, Emma,
I didn't know they were here.
Roy reckons he can teach us to play poker.
There we are. So, what have you two got planned for tonight, then? Spot a telly?
Actually, I'm gonna go and stay at the Dale View.
Oh?
I know it's not fair to descend on you like this.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, we've booked a double room. Don't worry, I'm back in time for work tomorrow.
Right, I'm in. Please, God, let him win.
Great if we got the heating started, Roy.
Yeah. Come on, let's just get a move on.
Right. I'll have 3, Will. Pass me a beer, Roy.
I'll stick.
I'll have 3.
Dealer takes 3.
I'll bet my jacket for your boxers.
All right, I'm in you, but you're just going to have to trust me on this one.
I'm out.
Yep, I'm out.
Full house. 3s and kings.
Read 'em and weep, naked boy.
Don't believe it. You're not going to make me do this, are you?
If you don't, you go home as you are. Hi, Dad. Dad, this is Roy.
Do you remember when Amos Brearley had the old wool pack? How cold it was in winter, because he was so mean with the logs.
The kids nowadays don't know what it's like to get out of bed and stand on freezing cold lino, do they?
We used to get dressed downstairs in front of the fire, because the bedrooms were so freezing.
Hey, I can remember you and me doing that once when your mum and dad were out.
Oh, yes. We nearly died when a coal fell out of the fire onto your shirt. Do you remember? You left it on the hearth for warmth. Hope young Roy doesn't take after his dad. He came round just before I was coming here, reeking of aftershave. Dreadful stuff.
Yeah, I know. I was going to wear some until I smelt it. I suggest you call at the office in the morning. As you can see, I'm off duty.
That attitude is probably why this place is not a shambles.
This place, as you put it, has run perfectly well for years. It's only when we get troublemakers...
People who object to being left without heating. Never mind the other facilities this luxury leisure complex is supposed to offer.
Your family ran out of gas through leaving the heating on full day and night.
It's so hot that your lad here had to take all his clothes off. In front of my daughters.
Cheers, man. Hey, what I made today, you're welcome.
Aye. I hate to say this, lads, but well done. Now, I don't suppose you've got any bright ideas how to get this landlord off Barry's back.
Well, we could rough him up.
Ah, what if he's got mates like that bloke who shot with Barry at Christmas, eh?
Looks like you have to stay at Zach's place then, Barry.
No, I'm going to get him back in that farm, even if I have to rebuild it brick by brick.
Hey, that's an idea.
Hey, I was joking.
No, but Barry, you blew it up. You rebuild it. You always said you wanted to build me a home. Now you can do it for yourself.
Suppose I could. Hey, I could have a purpose-built laboratory. Lisa, you're a star.
Look, I'm trying to explain myself here, Chris.
There's no need. You're fired. And I want you and your family out of that chalet tomorrow.
When I came here, that's exactly what I intended. Well, seeing as that's what you want, we're staying put. And you were going to put things straight.
I'll have a job on his sacking everyone.
You, shut it.
Can't make me any more.
Shut up, Roy.
Why should I put with enough of
Because
this?
you're not fired. Okay?
Zoe.
Mr. Cairns, I don't know if you've heard, but these are very difficult times for my family.
Mrs. Tate.
No, she's a sister.
You, keep out of this.
Our problems have been affecting standards, but you have my assurances that we are trying to get on top of it.
I need more than assurances.
Don't waste your time with him, Zoe.
Will you leave it to me? At least for this evening?
Well, I'm not sure I should. You've already given Lady Godiva here his job.
Well, without Roy, it'll make it much harder to deal with your other problems. You have my word. I will try and find out what is going on.
Okay. But trust me, if you don't put things right, this won't be the last drink I ruin.
Would you tell me just what the hell's going on?
Roy, you can go now, but I want to see you first thing tomorrow morning.
Is that right?
Roy?
All right, I'm off.
Now listen, I have been very patient.
Yes, yes. Today, when Dad wanted me to stay behind.
To talk about James.
No, Chris, not just James. He's asked me to take over Home Farm Estates.
What?
I'm sorry, but I'm in charge now.